California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Be looking forward. All week. The Red Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. So Stanford's offense will go on the attack first. He's only got a few games left to make that final impression on Heisman voters, but based on the season he's had so far, he's certainly run his way well into contention, David.
It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable to be a running back to impact the game this much, consistently, week in, week out, take the physical pounding, and still be elite. Finishing this season will go a long way to deciding whether he wins the Heisman, but so far, Palmer, I've been impressed.
Man, the durability is just something to behold. And when you think back to former Heisman winners at the position, especially at Alabama, guys like Mark Ingram or Derrick Henry, that's what those guys had as well. They seemed to get better as games went on, but they also got better as the season went on, and that's what this guy's doing now.
Creates a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment.
Wide open on the right. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
There he goes.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get into my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. And then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Touch pass on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. Run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Just keep swinging it. Get it out on the screen.
Yeah, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get...
He smashes his way through again. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's McPherson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, it's picked off.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of there. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he'd had possession.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. handoff to the lone back. Got the first down, looking for more. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
They go to the ground. Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Stanford wants to push the pace. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial it right.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offense
all by himself down the middle. Inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Running into the open space. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the ground, he's got it again. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Turning on the Jets. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return. Stopped. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their heads, oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, how big is the Michigan-Ohio State rivalry? They call it simply the game. And here's the final wrap-up. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the...
Breaks into the open. The 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cardinal.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
He lofts one down the sideline. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Here's the handoff. Running to Green.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto.
And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third. Got his man. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The offense lining up for a first down play. Caught in the backfield. It's McPherson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide.
And it's picked off for the third time today.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Hands it off. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. You've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Hard running there.
This is a good example of spacing in the passing game. Get the ball to your receiver quickly and just give him a little bit of space so that he has the ability to turn around and make a guy miss, and then go get extra yards.
The Red Raiders have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
Charcoal! Charcoal! Charcoal!
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And the Red Raiders have this offense rolling.
22 water. Ready to go.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Not a lot on the return, but they can live. They've got it at the 49.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go. Go.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back, knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
It's a reverse. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Ramsey. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air, it's LaBelle. Quick completion on the out. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Leads it with the back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
He might want another play. On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Pulled down for the tackle. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Davis looking to pass. Heaves it on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up. And you know,
intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
The give as they work on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ramsey. Look out, he's got room. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches.
29 Philly. 2.
The give on the option. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
it's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it. I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them and absolutely dominated.